Good morning, everyone. Today I will present a poem titled Annabel Lee by Edgar Allan Poe. This narrative poem tells a tragic yet beautiful story of eternal love that continues beyond death. Through this presentation, I will take you through the poem's background, its language features, deeper meanings, and the life of its author. Let's begin. From the first one, I will explain about the short biography of Edgar Allan Poe. Edgar Allan Poe was born in Boston on 1809 and died in 1849. He is one of the most influential American writers, known for his gothic and romantic style. His life was filled with personal tragedies, including the death of his young wife, Virginia Clemm, which deeply influenced his writing. Edgar often wrote about death, beauty, and eternal love. And next, I will explain about the famous works by Edgar Allan Poe. Aside from Annabel Lee, Edgar is widely known for his poem The Raven, which explore madness and mourning. He short stories such as The Telltale Earth and The Fall of the House of User and The Case of Amontillado are masterpieces of mystery and horror. These works showcase his ability to blend emotion, suspense, and the supernatural in a literary form that remains captivating today. And now, I want to tell you about the summary of the poem Annabel Lee. The poem Annabel Lee tells the story of a deep and powerful love between the narrator and a maid named Annabel Lee. Their love is so pure and strong that it makes the angels in heaven jealous. As a result, Annabel dies when cold winds come from the clouds. However, the narrator refuses to accept that death has truly separated them. He believes their souls are forever connected, and he continues to love her with all his heart, even sleeping beside her tomb by the sea. And now, I want to tell you about the themes and meaning from the poet Annabel Lee. The poem revolves around the themes of eternal love, loss, and spiritual connection beyond death. One major theme is that true love does not end with death. Edgar presents love as a powerful force that survives physical separation and even divine interference. The poem also reflects on human suffering caused by loss and how the memory of love can keep someone emotionally connected forever. And next, I want to tell you about the language features in the poem of Annabel Lee. In this poem, Edgar uses several literary devices in Annabel Lee to strengthen the emotional impact of the poem. One of the most notable is repetition, seen in the line,
"It was many and many a year ago, in a kingdom by the sea."
In a kingdom by the sea. This repetition creates rhythm and reinforces the fairy tale-like setting. The name of Annabel Lee is repeated multiple times throughout the poem to emphasize the speaker's obsession and deep love for her. And personification is also used effectively, such as in
The angels, not half so happy in heaven when envying her and me.
Here, angels are given human emotion like jealous and envy, highlighting the strength and purity of the lover bond. Edgar also employs rhyme and musical rhythm, making the poem sound like a melancholic song or ballad. The repeated rhyme of C and Lee builds a flowing, melodic structure that mirrors the speaker's continuous grief and devotion. And next, I want to tell you about the imagery and symbols in this poem. The poem is rich in vivid imagery and symbolism. The sea plays a central symbolic role, representing eternal love, isolation, and the boundary between life and death. The poem begins and ends with references to the sea, like in this line,
In a kingdom by the sea.
This phrase frames the entire poem, creating a sense of distance and mystery, while also evoking the timeless nature of the narrator's love. Another symbolic line is,
For the moon never beams without bringing me dreams of the beautiful Annabel Lee.
This shows how the moon and dream have become spiritual link between the speaker and his lost love, symbolizing how memory and love persist beyond death. The imagery of stars also appear in
And the stars never rise, but I feel the bright eyes of the beautiful Annabel Lee.
This line symbolizes Annabel Lee's eternal presence in the speaker's life, even from beyond the grave. And next, tone and atmosphere in this poem. The tone of Annabel Lee is both romantic and mournful. The speaker expresses overwhelming grief, but at the same time, his words are violent with deep affection and unwearying devotion. A good example of this tone is,
But we loved with a love that was more than love, I and my Annabel Lee.
This line captures the intensity of the love and the idea that their connection was extraordinary and beyond normal experiences. The gothic atmosphere is established through the references to death and supernatural forces, such as
That the wind came out of the cloud by night, chilling and killing my Annabel Lee.
this line evokes mystery and melancholy, suggesting that some external divine forces has taken her away. Despite the dark setting, the poem conveys a message of eternal emotion connection emphasized in the final lines.
All the night tide, I lie down by the side of my darling, my life and my bride, in her sepulchre there by the sea.
The closing lines reveal the speaker's unbreakable bond with Annabel Lee, showing how love can endure even in death. So, in conclusion, Annabel Lee is a hauntingly beautiful narrative poem that combines emotion, symbolism, and poetic structure to explore themes of love and death. Edgar Allan Poe masterfully portrays a love so powerful that it endures even after death. This poem not only captures the depth of his personal grief, but also leaves us with the idea that some emotional connection never died. Edgar's use of language and gothic elements make Annabel Lee a timeless piece in American poetry. So, there are my presentation on Annabel Lee by Edgar Allan Poe. This poem reminds us that true love can never be destroyed, not even by death. Thank you for your attention and so, bye-bye.